Alright, what's going on, guys? No camera today because I'm doing this off stream and my room's a mess, so I just don't feel like cleaning it. But today we're gonna do some Araxxi. Had some people asking me for it, and the biggest thing about this boss is that, unlike a lot of the other bosses, there are a lot of phases where you distinctly don't want to be doing damage to Araxxi, and you get punished really, really hard for it. So, generally speaking, Araxxi is going to use mechanics every 5 auto attacks. The only exception is as soon as the fight starts, it's like random when he uses his first attack. Sometimes it's he does one auto and then uses his first attack. Other times it's he does the full 5. So 2 of his attacks can be not completely avoided, but can be significantly easier to deal with if you anticipate or freedom. So what we're gonna do is anticipate and freedom's cooldown are offset to the point where if you anticipate or freedom like every, what I want to say 10 seconds or so, like every 15 seconds or so, then the other one will be up for you. So in phase 1, his mechanics are web, reflex damage, and it's really important that you don't hit web, especially on higher end rages. I think once you start hitting like 100 in rage, you're actually just one-hitting yourself on web, especially with hard-hitting abilities. 2 is leg swipe. He pulls you in and does a leg swipe. If you anticipate, he won't pull you in, so you can just ignore that mechanic if you anticipate, or freedom. And then the other one is cocoon. If you are already anticipated or freedomed before he casts it, you need to click on the ground 3 times and then it'll free you. If you're not, I think you need to do it like 6 or 7. So we're going to try to hit all of our anticipates so that we don't have to deal with that. But as far as I know, I've done 2 kills in Necromancy, and he's used melee every single time. So I could just be coincidence, but I'm pretty sure if you use Necromancy, it will force Araxxi to be melee. This doesn't really matter, but basically his melee attacks will put a typeless bleed on you. Because you're going to be using freedom pretty regularly anyways, that's just not that big of a deal. This week is Acid and Darkness Path. So for Acid Path, which we're going to do first, you need to like soak Araxxi with acid and then carry him onto the platform. You can see the acid here. The platform spawns in when you're actually in the arena. The best way to deal with this is to get Araxxi to like 65% poison. You can do more, but I usually get him to like 65, 70%, and then just walk all the way to the top of the platform. He's going to have a couple of new mechanics. He's going to have the deadly poisonous, it's not what it's called, but he's going to throw like a green splat on the ground, and then a spider is going to spawn that has a adrenaline bar. When that adrenaline bar fills, the spider will explode and execute anything it's touching. So generally, you just surge away from it if it's near you, and if it's not near you, it'll just die before it gets to you. The other mechanic in Acid Path is he starts using Egg Bomb, where he will summon 3 eggs and then send a projectile at you. The projectile will do typeless damage, and it will do more damage if you're not standing on top of the eggs. If you are standing on top, it's like 800. If you're not, it's like 3,000. So that's basically it for Acid Path. Darkness Path is like super like easy and chill. But we'll do that kill second. After Araxxi's first mechanic, you're going to, you want to freedom as soon as the fights, you want to anticipate as soon as the fight starts. And then after his first mechanic, every time he does a 3rd auto attack after mechanic, you want to either freedom or anticipate. That's going to be the best way to just be able to like chill out during this fight, and like it won't be the biggest deal. So we're gonna start an instance. Enter, summon all of our guys, and we're gonna spam click the web. Okay, we're gonna hit Araxxi. Okay, so I guess with Necromancy, it is completely random. So this, like, colorless thing is what's it called? Range attack. Also, your spirits will hit Araxxi through web, which is really nice. Okay, so this is third attack, so I'm gonna freed him. So you see the swipe, it just didn't do anything to me. Third attack, I'm gonna anticipate. Step off. As soon as he starts like moving his legs, that's when you want to step off. Also, you'll notice I'm like not automatically casting Skulls or Living Death. That's because you don't want to be casting Skulls while Araxxi is like hitting you, or like while Araxxi is webbing. So his acidity level is going up. So that's the deadly spider. We're just gonna step over here. It might reach us, so we're just gonna dive away. I'm gonna free him. Walk back a little bit. I wasn't sure I needed to walk back, but I did so just as a precaution. Okay, so his acidity is really high, so we're just gonna stand here. Then we have Soul Split as our overhead, and then we're trying to pray ranged whenever the damage is gonna hit us. So here you saw I anticipated on the third attack, and then that anticipate made it so that he didn't pull me in. I'm gonna free him here in case he webs me. He didn't, he summoned the spider. Okay, so now here, his attack speed goes up, but the mechanics are still the same. I'm gonna Skulls here. I definitely shouldn't, but I'm gonna Skulls here. So he summoned a highly acidic spider. Honestly, I just ignore this mechanic. I don't think there's any value in trying to do this mechanic. So he plunges you into darkness, just step inside the light. If you don't step in the light, it'll do rapid typeless damage, so I just step in the light. I'm gonna anticipate. And then just step back when he swipes. I wasn't sure if I was too close to him, so that's why I stepped back anyways, even though he didn't pull me. So 3 attacks. Well, what I would say is 3 attacks after darkness goes away. That's when you're like safe to anticipate or freedom. So here we're just gonna summon our Putrid Goblin because we don't have anything else to do. So here, Soul Split flicking is really good because he will basically only use Protect Magic on you, or he'll only use a magic attack if you Soul Split flick. So that's what the pull looks like if Yeah, that's what it looks like if you don't get to anticipate in time. And yeah, P4 is like not too bad at all. Alright, do we get anything good? Absolutely not. Okay, we didn't get the pet either. We got scammed. Okay, so now we're gonna do Darkness Path. Darkness Path is even easier. The biggest thing about Araxxi is making sure you're counting auto attacks. There's enough downtime in the fight where even if you don't soul split flick, you're just fine, especially if your Vengeful Ghost is alive. Like, you can just pray soul split the entire time. You also have a ton of dodge chance from like darkness and from the tank armor. So like, if you wanted to, you could just camp soul split the whole time. Okay, so we're gonna do Darkness Path now. We're gonna summon all of our guys. We're gonna spam click the web. So what I like to do is I just like to wait for Araxxi to walk up to me. Okay, so now he's doing the melee. Okay, so this is Cocoon. I'm gonna have to like spam click a lot in order to stop this. Okay, so this is third attack, so I'm gonna Freedom, or I'm gonna Anticipate rather. I was a little bit late on the Anticipate, but it's fine. So as far as I know, Araxxi, or not as far as I know, Araxxi can't use the same mechanic twice in a row. So that's like always something to keep in mind. Okay, so now we move on to the next phase. Araxxi is going to go above the map, basically. And then he's going to go into the darkness. This is going to do rapid typeless damage. So you just want to go here. I have Bone Shield on, so you can use like resonance and stuff. This is the egg bomb I was telling you about. You just want to step out of the darkness for a second, step onto the eggs. This is a magic attack. I'm gonna resonance. Okay, I dodged it. That's really annoying. Range attack. Put on prepare range right before it hits you. Magic. So he's gonna charge at you, and then your on screen like directional arrow will show up. If his legs are together, you want to go below him. If his legs are apart, you want to go above. And then a left and right are self-explanatory. I'm gonna summon these guys. So above, and then it breaks the wall instantly. I'm gonna start eating here. I did not realize I wasn't all overloaded, so I will definitely be doing that. And we're gonna Freedom. Back up a little bit. Okay, I just didn't back up. But like, even I didn't back up, which is just not good, the damage like wasn't that bad. But definitely back up there. So, because we dropped target, we're gonna summon our Vengeful Ghost. We're gonna activate it. Summon Putrid Goblin. Okay, and this is gonna be the same as last kill. Yep, and we just use our big spending, our stack spending abilities. Yeah, we use our stack spending abilities, and we kill him pretty easily. A mill is not bad, but I want the pet, so... Okay, I got scammed. But, yeah. That was quick and easy. Hopefully, that was, hopefully this helps you guys. I think, Araxxi, especially with Necromancy, with the dodge chance, is, like, significantly more forgiving than it is with the other styles. And then, as long as you're counting your auto attacks, it's very difficult to, like, die here, I think. So, especially if you're using the tank armor. Like, I am almost half health, and I still have 9,000 health. So, definitely, while you're warning a boss, I highly recommend using the tank armor. Once you start consistently killing Araxxi or no food, then you can look into power armor to speed your kills up. And that goes for pretty much every boss. But, yeah. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you around.